In the year 1904, a man by the name of Walter Vogtlin was born in Des Moines, Iowa. He studied at the University of Washington and then transferred to the Northwestern University Medical School in 1929, where he would obtain his Bachelor of Arts degree in 1932. He would then go on to deliver his Master of Science thesis titled "Evacuation of the Gallbladder with Cholecystokinin as Studied by Duodenal Drainage," and then received his M.D. in 1935. Afterwards, he would mostly just treat alcoholics until finally publishing his book titled The Stone Age Diet in 1975. The book was quite odd to say the least, as it claimed that humans were mostly carnivorous and should keep carbohydrates to a bare minimum. He would then go on to say that humans are closer to carnivorous dogs than herbivorous sheep, whatever that was even supposed to mean, and then called for a mass slaughter of tigers and dolphins and claimed humans were strictly carnivorous before 10,000 BC. Shortly after publishing the book, he died and was mostly shunned even by supporters of the diet due to the fact that he was very racist and supported eugenics. The diet did stick around, however, because apparently people liked the idea of eating in a diet that was followed by the same people who died at age 35. However, it wasn't quite mainstream yet. That was until a man by the name of Loren Cordain showed up. In 1950, Bourdain was born and would go on to work as a professor at the University of Colorado, and after reading countless studies about Paleolithic diets alongside Vogtlin's book, would publish his own book, The Paleo Diet, in 2002. The Paleo diet was slightly different from Vogtlin's diet, mainly involving cutting out most cereal grains and dairy, however going in some moderation on that regard, still allowing occasional cheats. Another issue is the fact that it says the diet is kind of just programmed into the DNA, which claims makes it scientific somehow. Along with the marketing relying on almost entirely testimonials makes it seem a bit suspicious. However, perhaps there are scientific studies that back it up. Well, truth be told, most of the studies I could find were quite underwhelming. The first one I found was an intervention study that was supposed to be done on 20 people. However, only 14 actually fulfilled the intervention, and they just sort of lost the data for half of them, leaving us with 6. Those 6 subjects did actually see improvements in BMI and blood pressure, but since there was only a sample of 6 people, it's hard to really tell if this was a coincidence or not. The second study involves 70 obese postmenopausal women, some of whom were given the paleo diet and others just given an ordinary low fat diet. The paleo group initially showed a greater improvement in liver fat, however, both groups showed similar results after about 2 years. This study is also flawed because the label of obese postmenopausal woman is very specific, so really we don't have much clue as to whether the paleo diet is actually good or not. So there's nothing really going for or against the diet's case. So for now, we'll just have to wait for better studies in the future. Now for the fun part, the potential deficiencies and toxicities of certain nutrients. For starters, all of the meats you'll be eating will probably cause you to develop protein toxicity, which causes your pee to develop more calcium and uric acid, leading to dehydration and everybody's favorite disease, kidney stones. You could also get vitamin B6 toxicity, giving you potential nerve damage. Vitamin C toxicity will also compound the kidney issues and cause nausea and diarrhea. On the opposite side of the spectrum, you'll be very deficient in carbohydrate for obvious reasons, leading to ketoacidosis and weakness. You will probably also become deficient in various vitamins, such as vitamin A, which causes night blindness if deficiency occurs. Vitamin B1, whose deficiency gives you the wonderful combination of depression and muscle cramps, vitamin B2 deficiency, which causes cracks and sores, vitamin B12 deficiency that causes nerve damage, vitamin D deficiency, which causes rickets and osteoporosis, vitamin E deficiency, which causes nerve damage, and folate deficiency that causes impaired cell division and major stomach problems. Minor deficiencies of B3 could also occur, However, most deficiencies don't cause serious problems with B3 unless it is major. Mineral deficiencies are also pretty common, potentially causing calcium deficiency, which causes osteoporosis, iron deficiency, which causes iron deficiency anemia, magnesium deficiency, which causes nausea and weakness, cramps, and irritability, and heart problems, phosphorus deficiency, which causes bone pain, potassium deficiency, which causes nausea and weakness, sodium deficiency, which causes cramps and mental apathy, zinc deficiency, which causes loss of taste and stunted growth. Now, these effects won't begin immediately, but following the diet for a while could eventually cause some of the aforementioned effects. Regardless, Cordain's diet brought the book into the mainstream, and he would publish 4 more books on the topic, various articles, and the paleodiet.com website. He still works on the site today and retains his position at the Colorado State University to this day.